Hi, this is Jeremiah from MoreDirectBooking.com. If you want more direct bookings at your hotel, obviously this is the place to go. So today we're going to be looking at how to think about travel from your guest's point of view. This is really important when you're creating services and adding amenities that speak to your guests' needs, wants, and desires, but it's also really important for your market messaging. Let's keep this in mind so that we can attract the right guests for your hotel. And let me show you how to do that, but first let me show you how not to do that. So let's look at this statistic. In 2015, the OTAs did $16 billion in commissions compared to $11 billion in branding fees from the Hiltons, Hyatts, Marriotts of the world. This is amazing, right? The people that built the industry are making less, 1.5 times less than the people who are merely doing the marketing for the industry. So this really should show us that we cannot compete against the OTAs in the way that they do their marketing. We can't do the macro marketing that they do and expect to win. So what can we do? Well, the micro marketing. And this video is going to show you how to do that, how to shift your thinking so you're doing that effectively. So let's start with a paradigm shift by using this example. So I hope you like stories. Please follow along. Imagine you have a headache, right? And it's a splitting headache, so you drive down to CVS and you're walking through the aisles and you stumble upon this funky blue jar. You look at it and it says medicine cures everything, right? It's $5. Okay, you keep this in your hand and you walk down the aisle a little bit more and there's Excedrin. Hey, you've seen that before, and it says migraine. And you're thinking, I hope this will cure my migraine. It's $10. Which one of these do you naturally pick? Well, studies have found that 9 people out of 10 will go for the Excedrin over, the funky medicine, and that's because specific solutions beat general solutions nearly every time. This is what we really want to focus on. If we're going to do our marketing in a general way, if we're going to be the blue medicine, then we're going to lose people because we're claiming that we can do everything and they're kind of doubtful that we really can. If we can do our marketing in a very specific way, a very niche way, then we're going to shout out to people that, hey, we do this very, very well. And they're much more likely to believe you. So let's take that idea and let's take it another step forward by getting in our guests' shoes, our prospects' shoes. Let's think about the questions they ask themselves when they're looking to book a room. So, answer these along with me. Number 1, they ask themselves, hey, is this a good hotel? So is your hotel good? Yes or no? I'm sure yes. Number 2, do they have nice rooms? Are the rates good? Are the staff friendly? Do they have good service? Is it in a nice location? Yes or no? I'm sure you probably answered yes to all 5 of these. And that's great for you, but from your guest point of view, from their shoes, every single hotel says the same thing. So how are they supposed to choose from 5, 10, 20 hotels that all say the same thing? It's the blue medicine, right? They're looking at it like, hey, is this really, for me or not? And that's the problem. But let's set that aside for a second and let's think about when somebody's looking at Airbnb, right? Every single listing on Airbnb is different. They're all unique. They're all individuals. So when somebody looks at that, they're not asking, hey, will this actually work? They're asking, is this right for me? Right? They're asking themselves, do I identify with this house, this property? Do I like the style? Is this a good reflection of me? Is this a good color on me? Do these glasses fit me? Does it have a surfboard because I love surfing? Is it close to bike paths because I like riding my bike? These are the questions that people ask when they look at Airbnb. When they're looking at the OTAs, they're looking at the general question, hey, will this do the job? Is this a good rate? Is this a good location? Does it have good ratings? I hope you realize by putting these two questions together that they're completely different psychologically. This one, they can take it or leave it. Hey, if this hotel doesn't do the job, I leave it. This one, even if it's a little more expensive than others, if the room is painted Prussian blue, which is my favorite color, then they're gonna, you're gonna identify with that. And it's hard to walk away from something that just identified with you. So we want to shift people from asking themselves this question to this question, and that will create a very, very deep psychological shift in our guest's point of view, which all equals more attention, right? They'll spend more time looking at you, they'll give it a bigger value, and like we see again and again, when people go back to an area and they had a good experience the first time, they're much more likely to come back to your property again and again. So that leads us to this conclusion. The riches are in the niches, right? We can't compete with the OTAs. The brands aren't even competing with the OTAs on an equal footing. We can't do the macro, so we got to do the micro. We have to do the niche. And when we do that, I know it sounds counterintuitive, we will reach more people. So here's the task for today. I want you to put 5 pieces of paper on the wall, and on the top of each one, I want you to identify a buying persona. Write, hey, baby boomers, athletes, musicians, business people, foreign visitors. Write those 5 different buying personas, and then start thinking about what is it about your culture, your area, the events, the sights, the sounds, the amenities. Write out what it is that appeals to each individual group, and then use that marketing message in your marketing to target those people. Target them by name. Hey, baby boomers, how about this? Hey, foreign visitors, check this out. I know you'll love this. Because when you can do that, you're creating niche messaging, and that helps you rise above the competition. That separates you from the OTAs. And we have to really remember this, because Google has actually told us that 52% of the people that visit the OTAs and are interested in your hotel actually come to your website. So you have the majority, right? We just need to make sure they don't bounce back. And you can do that by identifying somebody. You identify a web visitor, and then you show them exactly what they're looking for. So when they see you, they don't ask themselves, will this work? They're asking themselves, hey, is this right for me? And you're showing them it is. So let's keep that in mind. For more ideas, we have a forum. We have lots of articles, lots of videos, courses. Go to moredirectbooking.com. This is the only group site for direct bookings on the internet. So join our community. And also remember that direct bookings are not just great for your hotel, but they're essential for your career. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please leave comments, and looking forward to talking with you soon. Have a great day.